grab this freebie. I don't know how long it's going to be around, so grab it while it's here. Every child on this planet can become a strong and confident reader. And the best part, it can be simple, quick, and fun to support your readers at home. We are on a mission to help every single child become a strong and confident reader, and we believe that parents play an enormous role in making that happen and making school a safe place, bringing joy to reading, and helping open up doors for your child's future. Hello, I am so happy to have you here. I am just beyond appreciative of every person who takes the time to join me in these conversations about getting our kids reading. If you don't know me, my name is Megan, and I am one of the co-founders of Developing Readers Academy alongside my work wife, that's what I call her, Laura, and I love to put her picture here because Laura is amazing. Laura is directly working with all of the families in our program. So that's why you get stuck with my face a lot, because I'm kind of the one going out and singing what we do out to the masses and trying to just educate parents and talk to parents and help them. And then once you join our program, you get Laura, who is amazing at just making sure every single family gets what they need to get their kids reading. So that is Laura, that is me. Today we are talking about summer reading. For so many families, summer is here, like right now. You might be in summer right now with your kids, or you're right on the cusp. One thing I learned when we started developing readers is that Canada and the United States are on different timing, slightly different. Canada, you don't start until July, your summers, but for the United States, it's mostly either end of May or June is when kids kind of go into a summer mode. Today, we're talking about why summer is the best time to work on reading with your kids. That's right, you heard me correctly. The best time, summer. Yes, for real. You might be going, you're crazy. You're crazy, Megan. Summer is not the best time. My kids never want to read with me in the summer. Well, this is a few reasons why summer is actually fantastic for getting your kids reading. One, you get to be in the driver's seat. Now, if you're a homeschooling parent, you pretty much are already in the driver's seat. And summer is a little bit different for you because you can either look at it like it's always summer or it's never summer, because you're just constantly learning with your kids. So for you, you're always in the driver's seat. For parents who have school-going kids who go to school, that's what I'm trying to say. Now you are in the driver's seat. You get to be the boss lady and boss men of your children's education, which is really empowering and can be really scary at the same time. Because you might be going, I don't know how to teach my kids. Maybe you didn't go to school for teaching, or maybe you did and it's not early reading, or it's not how to teach younger kids. So it can feel a little bit scary. Being in the driver's seat can be, you get both emotions of like, yes, I'm in control, and oh no, I'm in control. So go either way. But that is, I believe you as a parent being in control is important, and it gives you an insight that you don't always get when your kids go to school, because you're kind of trusting that people are doing their thing when your kids go to school. And now you have to trust that you're doing the thing. You get to be hands-on. Here's another advantage. You can really tailor everything you're doing to your children, because every child has different interests. They're in different stages of their learning and need different things depending on where they are in their journey. And you can really figure out, if you have the tools to figure out where your child is, if you have the tools to figure out how to work on those things, and you can weave in your children's personalities and interests. That's the chef's kiss right there. Is that what you do for this? That's what you do for the chef's kiss, right? Is that what he does I don't remember. It's the meme of the guy. Anyways, let's keep going. So those are some reasons why summer is actually the best time, because you can be there hands-on, tailoring it to your kids. You are in control. That is also a reason why it's tricky, because you need to find the balance of, we're having fun, we're making memories, we're living our life, and my children need to keep working on their education. There's a balance there. And if you have multiple children, that can be challenging too, because you might have an 8-year-old that's really starting to get momentum going, picking up chapter books, and you might have a 5-year-old who's just starting to learn letters and all the early things. It's like, well, how do I balance these kids that are in these different stages of their education? So that can be a tricky part, and it can feel overwhelming because you have a lot of things on your plate. I know you do. If you're watching this, you probably are a parent who's like, yeah, I have things on my plate. I have practice, and I have to cook meals, and I have to clean the house, and I have to go to work myself, and I have to all these different things, it can feel like, okay, now I have to have one more thing on my plate. And that is one reason why we're here. We want to make sure this thing that we're putting on our plate, because it's something to put on your plate, is fun and easy and joyful and simple and all the things, and still keeping your kids moving forward. So I'm going to talk about 4 different ideas that can work for any child. It doesn't matter how old your child is. It doesn't matter what skills they're working on. These are ideas that you can implement with your kids to help make reading time fun, joyful, exciting, and simple for you. And these are things you can really just start anytime. So my first idea is to build a reading nook with your kids and have your kids be in charge of this. And maybe it's some unique places. Maybe it's under a desk or in a corner of their room, or I've seen even where people have gutted out cupboards in their kitchen, and you open it up and there's strings of lights and a pillow, and your kids can sit in there. I mean, just fun and simple. Let your kids draw some pictures and decorate, and that can be their special reading area. And that's just gonna add some excitement and some independence to your children of, this is my spot where I get to go and I get to read. And maybe you sit with them and read with them and bring some zhazhing. That's not a word. Zhazhing. Is that a word? It's gonna bring some excitement. There we go. I'll make it simple here. My second idea is find some friends or some neighbors that can do a book exchange with you. Exchange books. Freshen up your selection at home and make it almost like a book club or something like that. Set up a little book club where your kids pick some of their books, their kids pick some of their books, and you just trade them off. Again, that's just a fun way. It's similar going to a library, but now you're involving friends and other people and making it a social event for everybody. So that's a fun way to mix up some learning time and get new books into your kids' hands. The third idea is have your child have a very special summer journal. So maybe you invest in a fun little notebook that they can have, or just a plain notebook and they can just decorate the front however they want, and have them maybe every day or every other day or once a week journal, whatever they want. They can draw pictures, they can label, talk to them about getting their thoughts down. Maybe they can write stories, but this is kind of their special writing time so that they're building that connection between writing and reading and communicating their thoughts in a way that's very autonomous for them. They can do it. They can be in charge. Even if you have little kids, have them draw. Have them draw a picture. Something that happened today, or something that made you sad today, or something that made you happy today. And then you come in and have them tell you the story out loud. So you're building those oral language skills. And you can write it down, or you can label their picture so that you can come back later and look at their drawings and their journal together. It's just a really fun way to let your kids be creative, because you give them full reins on this. Say, you do you. Write pretend stories, write real stories, write down how you're feeling. It can be anything they want to write. And you can have a special time once a week, like I said, every day, where they get this special journaling time is another way to bring literacy in and keep your kids reading and writing. And my final idea is find a pen pal, like a real old school pen pal. Kids these days, they don't understand snail mail. Like, they weren't there when email was not a thing and social media wasn't a thing. They don't understand it. Getting a letter in the mail with a real stamp, with their names written out from somebody else is so exciting. It's like getting a little present in the mail. And them being able to reciprocate and send something to somebody else is so exciting. I encourage, even just maybe there's a friend in class that they had that they can keep communicating with, so maybe contact their parents, or it can be a grandparent or a friend. It can be someone who lives close or far away. Doesn't matter. But it gets them excited and authentically writing to other people and reading what other people send to them. It's just a really fun way to build those connections and those communication skills in an authentic way. I think it's amazing. Pen pals, I remember having one when I was in second grade and thinking it was just the coolest thing on the planet. Like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to this real life person and telling them all about, my favorite color and what sport I like to play and all that stuff. But it's a great way to incorporate real reading and writing and getting your kids excited about it. So there are 4 ways that you can help kind of mix up learning time. I actually have a freebie as well that has 10 more ideas, 10 out of the box ideas to get your kids reading this summer. I'm going to put the link in the caption In the notes, I never know where they end up. Sometimes they don't end up. I think it's below this. But I'm going to put a link in there, or you can head to our Instagram, developing_readers_academy. Send us a DM that you're interested in getting this, and we would absolutely love to send you this freebie. 10 out-of-the-box ideas of how to get your kids reading this summer. Let's keep our kids reading. Let's keep the momentum going. I know at the end of the school year, our kids are starting to lose a little bit of steam, but they still have that little steam in them. If we let that steam go away completely and just stop the learning, it's very hard to get it ramped up again before school starts. So it might be the week before school and you're like, oh, we haven't really done anything. Let's not let that happen. If you just kind of keep that little bit of steam simmering throughout the entire summer, they're going to just launch into the next school year, ready to go with more skills than they actually left last school year with. That would be amazing, right? That would be amazing. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. Grab this freebie. I don't know how long it's going to be around, so grab it while it's here. And I hope you're having a fabulous, fabulous day, and keep reading.